Hello friends, welcome to my first YouTube video. As you know, I do a lot of DIY stuff. I open things which are like dead, which are not working. I try to repair it sometimes, but don't know. So this time I got a television, LCD television, Samsung. So one of my very good friends, Suraj, he has gifted it to me. Like, if you wanna do something with this, like, why not? So let me tell you, this is like the first big project which I am doing, because everything else what I used to do was based on DC, direct current. This time, because everything is so big and huge, and this thing really runs on power 220 volts, so I need to really prepare this time right now. So let's go ahead. um, as you can see, I have already took it apart because I really wanted to see what was inside. And this is the motherboard, where actually all the LCD thing comes and connects, and these are all the ports which you can see to connect your peripherals. And this board, I think it requires 5 volts, not 5 volts, 15 volt DC. 15 volts is quite much. So actually I don't require this, because this is of no use. I'll just make something. So now speakers. Dude, these speakers are so nice, and because they are 8 ohm. Okay, so they have 8 ohm resistance, and wattage is not mentioned, which I need to check and see how they are. But see, look at the build. These are like very shock proof, rubber encasement. Yeah, I can put it on my desk and get a really good look. Wow. And I got this a start button, a power button, but also it acts as a joystick. It has volume up and down, and also this has a IR sensor. IR stands for infrared, which with your remote you can control the TV. I can remove the cord also. Samsung build is very nice, I must say. Then after removing this back panel, maybe I'll see what I'll do with this. I'll make a tray, or if you guys have any idea, please let me know. This looks good, some Star Wars shit, but I'll get back to you guys with this. Keep it behind for now. I have so when I opened this, I found a lot of screens inside. So after removing this frame, and this is the back panel. This is the back panel of the telegram, of the TV, which is steel, and it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy, quite sturdy. So this will be my base. I think I'll make a... Let me measure this first. Let me measure this. I'll get back to you. So now I'm gonna measure this now. I got my trusty measuring tape. Guys, always remember, whenever you are closing the tape, always make it land first on your thumb, then let it go inside. Because this thing, it has a value of 0.2 mm. It will get damaged. So, okay. This is 50 by 29. 50 by 29 is quite good. This is 22 inch. Anyways, so let me show you the frames, the lenses, the screen which I have salvaged. This is the topmost of it. This is a prism lens. As you can see, this is very cool, and this is very reflective, and it doesn't have the conventional reflection. They call it prism shield. Prism film screen, sorry. Yeah. And this is quite thick also, maybe more than 100 GSM, and yeah, plastic. I can see RGB colors in this. Nice. I'll keep this safely. Okay. And this white sheet, this opaque white sheet, this is from the back panel. So basically what happens, there's a backlight which every TV have, whether it is LCD, LED, even our mobile phones have. So the backlight, it falls on this and it makes it reflect toward outwards. So what I showed you just now, the prism sheet, this thing helps to move the rays outwards towards the eyesight. Okay, now we have diffusing screens. Diffusing screens help in diffusing the strong hard light which makes very hard shadows which can damage your eyesight. So this is quite good. See, I don't know if you guys can be able to see, this is quite nice. Actually I like prism sheet better. Okay, and now this advertisement has come. Yeah. This is another diffusing sheet, but this has one side glossy. This is very much reflective than before, and this is quite thinner than the prism sheet. Whoa, look at the twilight effect. I have a lot of things to show you guys, but I'm wasting time. And this is a spreader. So if you can see very closely, this thing have dots. So what happens if the LED panel is here? It will direct the lights towards the dots. These dots will illuminate. Then our diffusing sheet, this will come, which will hide the dots. Then our prism sheet, that will come, which will throw the light toward outside. So quite nice principle and very nice engineering technique. I must say engineering marvel. Oh, one more thing I didn't show you guys yet. The LCD panel. LCD panel, this is broken actually. Can you see, guys? So this is broken, I cannot power it, and because it is glass, I need to see any other way which I have to use it. Anyways, let's go ahead. So as I told you guys, I am planning to make a window, artificial window, from which sunlight will come, and yeah, it will make the room look more warm. So I am using my trusty 5600 Kelvin LED strip, which I am already using for my task light, and because this is very dense, the density is very much, and this runs on 1 ampere 12 volts, so I'll be needing a bigger driver, AC to DC converter, to run this. So also when I salvage the LCD, I have got one LED strip. Yes, this is a LED strip which is also very dense, and the color temperature must be beyond 6000 Kelvin, which is very much light. It's pure white, snow white. And here these are the connectors which I just removed. So I'm not using this light, I'll save it for my future purpose, because the color temperature also, it will hit my eye when I use the window. So I'm using this. I need to see if I put my LED across all the four surfaces or just one side, because already this have lot of filters, lot of layers to diffuse it. So let me measure. My first worry is, because this strip itself is so wide, so thick, that I need to make a better case in this, just to make it sit properly. Okay, let's start with measuring the LED strip. Alright. Okay, I am getting one LED diode short. I don't know guys if you can see this, there's a lot of brightness coming. Yes, I think this will do our job. I'll cut it from this side. Where is my favorite cutter? Here is my favorite cutter, picking shears. Also I need to check this LED strip before installing. For that I'll be needing a 9 volt battery. 9 volt battery will do. not anything below than that. Although the best part is these LED strips, they already have inbuilt resistors inside, so any power surge, it won't affect the LED, and even though if one LED gets spoiled, the current will flow and rest of LED will glow. And my favorite Eveready battery, positive, negative. Okay, this battery is bad. One more try. Oh wow. Can you see this, guys? The illumination. The CRI, the color rendering index of this strip is quite nice. And because this is running on 9 volts, this won't be illuminating much. I'll be needing 12 volt power supply. I'll show you how it looks. Wow. I'll show you how it looks behind a prism lens. This is a LED strip and this is my prism lens. I'll tell you on what principle this thing works. Actually, it acts as a Fresnel lens and direct all the light towards in a parallel direction. Okay. If it is up to me, I'll keep doing this all the time and won't finish the task. Okay, so now I'm sure this strip is fine. I think I need to trim down the width from the sides. I need to measure the sides and trim it down. Okay, then how will I do the marking? Okay, let me measure the sides now. Four point five. Okay, let's start by trimming some of the part, and I have to make sure that I don't cut the resistor. And these are the times when I really think that okay, there must be some another way to do this thing. Okay, let me trim the sides, then I'll see how this thing works. So I have trimmed the edges. Now this is much more slim than before. Now what I have to do, I'll remove the back tape and position it on my back panel. So that's I'll come to know that okay, how much I have to cut more? Is it extra? I'm sure you guys can't see me because due to the placement of the phone. Shall I switch off the light? No, not a good idea. Okay, let's go ahead now. So let me keep pressing the edges. Yeah, this is a very good build. I think they have used 3M tape in the back side, 3M DST. So as you can see, I have stuck only on one side and left some small wires for the driver. So I'll make it sure. Okay, this is fine. I'll show you the test run also and how it's gonna be. So okay, we have our light ready. Welcome Mr. Opaque panel, white opaque panel. I need to place this very carefully so that it go and sits in the groove. Wow, looks great. Now comes our acrylic sheet with the dots. The good part is they have grooves which will make it set very easily. Or not. No, this is not good. Okay, the dots must be on the outer side towards me, else they won't do the work which they're supposed to do. Correct. What was the next step? LED. LED, it will go and reflect in the back panel and strike to the dots. Okay, we have to diffuse those dots. I'm using a diffuser with the glossy side towards me, and I have to be very sure that this doesn't just go and block itself. Correct. Again, I have to use the same, repeat this step with another sheet. Now comes my favorite prism lens. This is so nice, man. I saw a video where once some movie VFX guy, he made a invisible cloak with this kind of material. I'm sure you guys have seen it on YouTube or on Facebook. So my panel is ready. Panel is ready. I need to plug in. Before plugging in, I switch off the light. Interesting. As you can see, okay, be steady, okay, be steady. Yes. One can see that there is a LED strip which is throwing light in on the screen, and this is not actually looking like a window. I think that I have to add more strip towards the sides. Oh boy, it will be pain. I think I'll just add one more strip on the longer side, so that would be great. Else this project won't be good enough. Okay, I can't keep this steady for long. I need to put another LED strip toward that side, and that also needs to be trimmed. So please stay tuned, guys. By the way, this lockdown, what you guys doing, man? I'm opening TVs and phones and stuff and sleep. Time to switch on the light. Remove those layers. Oh, now this time I have to do a little bit of soldering to my LED strips, and I have to use some wires. So for that, brace for yourself for the next step. So guys, I have trimmed this another LED strip. This thickness is of 4 mm right now, so this will do. So now I have to solder wires to this LED. So right now I need my soldering iron. I need soldering iron, I need solder LED, LED, then I need a trusty fan so that it will take up the fumes away from me. I'm keeping it here. So I'm plugging this right now. It will take some time to heat up. In the meanwhile, I'll find some wires. No use. I need some good wires. So after soldering the wires, what I need to do, I have to connect them in parallel with the power supply so that I'll get a good illumination. I need to take out the wire bank. Got some of the red wire make black also. Okay, I need another color which will do. Okay, I got so many colors. I'll use yellow this time. Yeah, this much is fine. If I have to take the power supply, okay. It's very tough to cut wires with this tool. For that, I use nail cutter. Great, I just broke my nail cutter. It's fixed now. So yeah, why you use nail cutter? Because this is very small and it can be used for two purposes: to trim the wires and to take out the insulation. See, and I like the feel of the nail cutter using as a tool also. So I have this yellow wire ready, same length for my red wire. Same length, chop, trim the edges. Yeah, my wires is ready. I think soldering iron also down this time. I need soldering wax also, which I'll see if I have. Oh, I have, thankfully. It's very old. This wax is used to make solder stick on the surface more easily. And also guys, please keep this thing in mind whenever if you are soldering or doing any work with LED, make sure you don't heat it up more, because else you will spoil it. Yeah, so there goes my minus. Normally when I do, I don't have to film it, and it's like more trial and error. So this time I have to make sure that all the steps are going okay. And my hand is shaking very much. So we are done with the soldering. I'll just check if it is working. Oh, I didn't even see which wire is negative, which wire is positive. The red is positive, obviously. We are in the game. LED is working fine. Thank you, soldering iron. Now I will show you guys how to put this LED strip on the back panel. And you guys be wondering why I didn't use the soldering wax, because in this case the wires were fine and the solder was able to stick with it properly. So again, I'll keep my fan back. So in this direction the wire is towards this, and same manner I have to put here. Oh snap, oh snap, the wire just got loose. I have to do soldering again. I'll plug it in for a while. So this time I'm gonna stick the strip onto the panel, then I'm gonna solder it. maybe you guys won't able to see it. Oh man, this is a painful thing. Make sure your LED strip is straight. It's not bulging towards the center or towards the side, because then there's a chance that you will do error. I got this idea of making when I was checking on YouTube. There's a channel, DIY Perks. You guys should go and see that channel. That guy is insane. He has so good knowledge about recycling, about the materials, and not only the application but the theory. Even when that guy made this kind of thing, he made a wallpaper TV. It's like that. It's there on the wall, and you can see the image, you can see the scenery, and the blinking rate is so good that you'll feel like it's just stuck on the wall. It's not displayed. Yeah. So now I have to again solder my wire. It's too hot now. I'm gonna trim this little bit more. Go away, stupid thread, go away. Yeah. I'll insert these wires so that it won't create a hindrance when I'm putting the edges, putting the beading on the side. Let's test this again if it is getting lit. Good illuminance. Nothing is greater than a good illuminance. And there's something else. Okay, again I have to repeat this step. I'll start putting the layers now. First one, my opaque white layer. Okay, I think it's same from both the sides. So guys, my advice is always use gloves while handling acrylic sheet or plexiglass, otherwise it will leave a fingerprint impression. Is it going inside? Wow, I have made it in a tedious job. It was looking easy when I thought of it. This wire is very thick. It is not letting to go just quietly sit on the panel. Oh wow, done. Still I had to see if the LED strip is actually in line with the acrylic sheet. Voila. is getting heavier now. Oh great, now there is a hair stuck underneath. I think that's mine only. I think I have to remove the fan. It is blowing garbage over me. It's okay if any dust particles goes inside. Just that I don't want things to get dirty. Patience. Okay, now my thumb has gone. I need to use one tool while this knife pulls the side panels behind. I can press this acrylic sheet down, and then there is this. Yeah, set. Okay, next comes our diffusing layer 1, which thankfully they have made a groove. Can you see a groove over here? They've been given both the sides. That's great. And actually these sheets just go and snap. Sheet 1. Sheet 2. Favorite prism screen. Now next thing I have to do is to add a beading, side beading. So as I have shown you guys, this is a plastic beading, and they have some markings on it. So how to position this, and I'm seeing that I have to get these wires outside. Go outside, guys, go outside. They're not going. Thankfully I got this project to do. Not because I wanted to do something. Yeah, that's also. But also because I wanted a window for my room. I have a window, but during the night it becomes all like the main tube light gets on, and I don't like it. I don't like sitting on a task light and just doing nothing. Like while you lounge, while you chill, there should be some ambient light, right? And also this can be used to do some photography. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will go and snap on 7 places. I hope. Oh no, this is not getting snapped. Snap. Oh, snap. Like how it comes on Google Chrome. Am I doing it wrong? That was. Oh, it's not that these sides. Okay. So out of 4 sides, only 2 of them will come out, and rest other 2 will go and sit in the steel casing. You know what? I think I have to modify this beading also, because I have trimmed the LED, but again, this is not 100%, or there is some gap left. Not helping. Go away. Let's see if this will help. This is a steel frame. Steel frame looks good. Steel frame looks good. Yeah. So guys, after framing this screen and putting all the screws so that the sheet are in place, next step I'm gonna do is to plug this with my power supply. So I'll be using this old power supply. This turns to 12 volts, and I need to put it externally so that when this screen comes, it just goes and directly hangs next to the wall. There shouldn't be any bulging so that it is protruding out. So I need a extension. I need to extend the driver, and I'll keep this near the power source, maybe on the plug point. So let's get to it. Let me test these LEDs again. Where is plus and minus? Okay. So I have two strips, and again positive negative wires. I have to connect negative to negative, positive to positive, and then I'll use these two wires to connect with those two. Then again the mains will connect from here, the power will come, and these are transformers, capacitors you can see, and it will transform it to the 12 volt DC and 1 amps current. So now this frame is done, my screen is ready. I'll show you how this thing looks when it gets illuminated. This is luminance from the one side, and this is from the other. Is it getting lit? No. Yeah. So now I have to give it a proper power supply. Yeah. So while wiring, I have added some more extra wires and add some extensions, so that whenever I need to modify, I need to add more wires or change the horizontal orientation, I can do it. I think I have to switch on my fan, else this thing will get heated very soon. So now my connections are done. This sheet is ready, and the driver is connected, and my switch is also ready. So now guys, I'm gonna show you how these things will look with 12 volt illuminance, and when both the strips are ready. I'll switch off the light. Wow. Okay, so these things need little bit touch-ups, because what I have done is now a very quick job. Okay, connections are fine. I'll show you guys. I'll lift this and show you guys. How these things look, please let me know, and I'll show you how these things look after installing it on my wall shortly. Love this now. I'll now show you how it will look when I'm gonna put the frame around it. Okay, there is some connection issues which I am resolved now. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you like the video. I hope you like the project, and I find this project very amusing. Also because this is the first time I have opened something this big and found some really cool thing. I meant to say, I am looking forward to get my hands more on these kinds of material. Also, I wanted to show one more thing which I have made before. So this is just a console which has three buttons and which stands for RGB. So it's like red, green and blue. So as you know, with the mixing of colors, red and green and red and blue, or green and blue, it will create more options. And if I press these all together, it will create white. And I wanted to show this thing sooner to you guys, but I didn't get the time. But I hope I'll make more cool stuff, and I hope you like it. Thank you.